Hi, very good morning. It's Gene from Mavstar. Well, look at this. On the 2nd of December, the US national debt will roll over to 36 trillion. But that's irrelevant in any case, because if you look at the US total debt, it's over 100 trillion. And that's a big problem. My only advice would be, before everybody understands the value of the paper that is printed in the United States that is called currency, I would get out of Dodge, because I don't blame these people running up their credit card debts and borrowing as much as they can at the moment whilst the banks are lending the money, because why not? A declarance of bankruptcy is not a imprisonment, so why not do it? And for the middle class that are left, and let's talk about that just briefly. 13% of America is in absolute collapsed poverty, and if you work that out in terms of numbers of people, that's around about 29 million people out of the 300 million that are making up the population of the United States. And then there's lots of things to talk about on this subject, but I think the most important is that those that are outside the United States watching what is going on understand that the best weapon is time. And what do I mean by that? Well, just let this run out of control and watch the whole country and the all those states in that country collapse because of the same reason. And I think that's what the East is doing. They're just allowing this to happen. America's got probably 700 military bases around the world, which it has to pay for and maintain and man. But all these other countries don't have it. And if you want to beat, the beast, which is America, I wouldn't say right now. It used to be the beast, but it isn't now. It is an old bear that is looking for somewhere to put its head down. But they've worked it out. Time will tell. And you look at the US total debt, over 100 trillion, and it can't survive. So it's dying, it's laying its head down. But the people in that country don't realise what's going on, or most of them don't, or some of them do, but don't do nothing about it. You know what, if I was in the United States right now, wherever I lived, I'd sell that property and go off to somewhere else, like Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. Your dollars are going to go much further than what they are in the United States, and you got opportunities. It's a bit behind, but it's a developing country, and that's where your dollars will go further. So it's a terrible situation, which people will be listening to this and thinking, we've got time. Well, yeah, you have time, but it's very little. And that 100 trillion has to be paid off at some point in one way or another. And you're going to be the bearer of that debt. And, when you exchange your paper currency, the United States dollar, you know what? Your promise is bullshit. to pay the bearer the sum of that demand. You know, the US currency is about to collapse massively around the world. So here's your last warning. You know, if you're in the United States, get the fuck out of Dodge. You've been warned. You know what's happening. You know where the situation is right now. We are definitely watching two cars collide head on at high speeds. You know, get out of Dodge right now. What can you do? You can leave the country with your family right now, or you can take up, you know, a countryside homestead out in the country and ride it out. You have options. That's the main thing. It's up to you what you want to do with them. You know, but I will say this. This is just one thing immediately affecting not just US citizens, but global citizens. The other is much harsher. And even if you choose to relocate in this world, you better make good decisions on that, because you know we are facing, let's face it, a once in a 780,000 year anomaly recurring in real time today. So good luck out there. Link in the description. You want to support what we, you know, do, entirely up to you. As always, bye for now.